Everyone's complaining about job offshoring. But the more we complain, the more our jobs pack up and leave town. Even America's favorite cookie, Oreos, will soon be made in Mexico.
You know, Mexico is the new China. The other day, Nabisco, Oreos, right? Oreos. I love Oreos. I'll never eat them again. Okay? I'll never eat them again. No, Nabisco closes a plant they just announced a couple of days ago in Chicago, and they're moving the plant to Mexico.
Trump wants to stop that trend.
So we will bring our jobs back, Sean. We're going to bring our jobs, as sure as you're sitting there, we are going to bring our jobs back into this country for the first time.
But it won't help 40 million college grads already deep in debt to student loans. The demand for high-tech jobs is being gobbled up by imported workers on H-1B visas, and our college grads get the shaft. Blue-collar manufacturing won't come back anytime soon either. People like their cheap goods, and that keeps China and Mexico in business. And besides, Jewish Wall Street that underwrites corporate stocks won't allow made in the USA. But there is a way out. Ron Paul said it. End the Fed. And I say, let the government issue the money, not Jews who gouge us with interest. That takes their profit angle away and ushers in a framework for prosperity. Here's how it works. It's called the Chicago Plan for Monetary Reform. The government takes over the Fed, issues its own money, and funds the rebuilding of infrastructure, creating lots of jobs. Next, the Chicago Plan gives low-interest loans to small businesses and entrepreneurs, helping local economies grow. Then it helps college grads by refinancing their student loans at low interest. But don't stop there. A free market is fostered where colleges will be competitive again, resulting in lower tuition fees. An Entrepreneur Charged America, where our grads are debt-free, will be the first step in unshackling our stifled economy. Let the people help themselves, but they're being stifled in so many ways. Monetary reform is the mother of all reform. Without it, with your MBA and all, you'll still be flipping burgers at McDonald's. Chucky Schumer finally got his way. The long-hated U.S. national ID card lurks at the very center of his immigration bill. It all looks so innocent. Big Brother simply wants to crack down on undocumented workers.
Our plan, just to be quick, does four things. First of all, close the border. Make sure that's shut. Second, make sure that there is a non-forgeable document so that employers can tell who is legal and who is illegal. And once they hire someone illegally, throw the book at them. Third, on legal immigration, let in the people we need, whether they be engineers from our universities, foreign, or people to pick the crops. And fourth, a path to citizenship that's fair.
But by Schumer requiring businesses to use a national database, for that's what's in the bill, in order to criminalize employers through a non-forgeable document, and letting even more immigrants to take American jobs, the crackdown is ultimately coming down on you, the natural-born citizen. Besides giving away our jobs to foreigners, Chucky's bill gives Homeland Security a so-called photo tool that matches identity documents to a photo stored by a U.S. citizenship and immigration database, monitored by Homeland Security. Now, Obama, like Schumer, wants to implement a national system. But we who know better know that it's a biometric police state in disguise.
First, I believe we need to stay focused on enforcement. And that means continuing to strengthen security at our borders. It means cracking down more forcefully on businesses that knowingly hire undocumented workers. So we need to implement a national system that allows businesses to quickly and accurately verify someone's employment status.
And it doesn't matter whether you're illegal or legal, citizen or alien. We're all now branded babies, as Ronald Reagan once characterized the results of a national ID card. The branding would amalgamate embedded names, ages, social security numbers, and biometric photographs of individuals connected to their driver's licenses or other state-issued photo IDs. But mission creep is in the cards, pun intended. For ever since 2010, Schumer has been calling for a biometric social security card. Now Chucky's Biometrics rears its dark and sinister head in Homeland Security's photo tool. Iris scans, facial scans, palm prints, gait and voice recordings, medical records, traffic tickets, criminal records, scars and tattoos, all stored in a national database which every cop on every block can tap into. You're gonna need Chucky Schumer's permission to work, to fly, to drive, and if mission creep has its way, and it always does, to get on a bus, to own a car, to open a bank account, and even as the book of the Revelation warns, to buy and to sell. And for all you college grads with advanced degrees, Schumer and friends are favoring foreign workers over you and handing out even more H-1B visas.
President Obama has given his support to a plan worked out by a bipartisan group of 8 senators that would shift the immigration system towards those who could contribute to the economy. Let's take a look at some of the winners and losers. Among the biggest winners is Silicon Valley. The high-tech industry would get 110,000 visas for high-skilled workers, nearly twice as many as it gets now. This would give tech workers from India and China a big boost. They also would get paid higher wages under the law. Defense contractors could also win big. The law would provide $3 billion in new money for drones, aircraft, and other surveillance. Academic stars also would come out ahead. The law would remove caps entirely for some highly educated immigrants.
Working or starving, buying or surrendering, selling or begging. That's what the Antichrist is all about, complete with identity implants branded in your wrist or forehead. If you refuse, you don't eat, and you don't work. How ironic that the national ID card, where everything you do is granted or denied by Big Brother, is brought to us by yet another Jew, Chucky Schumer. For it will be the ultimate Jew, the Antichrist himself, who will decide who will live and who will die. Cannibalism is in, feeding the soul is out. Killing life is in, preserving life is out. Resistance bears a knife, tyranny rides a tank. The living dead's in uniform, the naked runner is trapped. Fire rains from the skies, the open air's a camp. Fallujah means deformity, WMDs don't count. Resistance bears a pen, tyranny flies a jet. The living dead's a lobby, runner-ups get smashed. A posse's out for the patriots, a militia owns the map. SPLCs are watching, your hate for sin is patched. The preacher's out of the pulpit, you thought police were just for thieves. This night is different from all other nights. The living dead cover the streets. Transgenders are in the ladies' room. The race of man is not. Your BLTs or LGBTs, the kosher sign is bought. What's weird cannot be questioned. The rights of man are lost. The living dead are in drag and batten on man's flesh. The job you lost won't open. The country you lost is through the border. The wife you lost is at the lawyers. The race you lost has been aborted. The president you lost was not electable. The president you got is homosexual. The president you'll get wears a yarmulke. The president you won't get wears a cross. The lives of the living are losing. I wish it were just a movie.